Hey everybody, it's Spring with Suds and Such, and we've got help today. Going to show us a little bit about what we're doing.
That's why you had so many bees in there.
Yep, I told you I thought that one looked sticky to me. So we're going to head down here at Old Red. Okay.
I need me some of them frame holders.
I thought you was going to make some.
It'd probably be cheaper just to buy them.
Okay.
See, they make feeders for these size boxes too, and then you won't never have this problem right here no more. See, because they're attaching it to the top of the frames, and then that's going to make it hard for you to get into it every single time you try to get in it. See, it's literally was attached to all the tops of the frames, and it was pulling them out too.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it wasn't as bad as that one.
Alright, so this is just another box you had on it for the winter time, right?
Yep. Well, that used to have frame. Used to have.
So you can lay your frames down here like that on your bench, because your bench is wide enough.
I hate to know where that comb went that used to be in that.
I don't know.
Boy, that's cross comb.
Yeah. They're not really up here doing much anyways.
There's some honey.
Yep.
Yep.
Too bad it's all cross comb.
That's all stuck together, isn't it?
Yeah, that's because
it's because we didn't do it right.
Yeah.
You didn't put any kind of foundation or starter strip in.
Yeah.
You need to at least have you a couple inches where the starter strip, and they won't do this.
The only.
Oh my goodness. That looks like a mess.
The Gold Star hive, they were good at drawing it out, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Boy, Reds,
We never had this issue with the Gold Star bees.
No, they went straight on
See,
all
right
of
there's
them.
a hive beetle. See it? Down in there. That's a small hive beetle. See it down in there?
I'm trying.
See it in that frame right there, hiding.
I think so. Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, the sun's behind us, behind my head. See, if you hold your frame out here and let the sun come over your head, then you can really see. And you have to have that if you're going to be able to recognize the eggs, okay?
So,
all right, but mainly...
Can we leave this honey in there for them, even though it's all cross-combed?
Yeah.
Or do they not need all that honey?
Well, no, they don't. We want to take this off, and we want to give the queen room to lay eggs.
Yeah.
She can't lay eggs up here if there's honey in it. So...
Oh, that makes sense.
So what we want to do...
Yeah, you
see, all these are...
There's all empty, and they had all that space to draw them out wrong.
And that made it very difficult for them in the wintertime, because they had to keep all this space warm.
Yeah,
so you want to downsize this in the winter. Now, if this was all full of honey, then great. But you want to downsize that in the wintertime. If not, it makes it very hard for them to keep their temperature.
Well, they look good. Look at them.
There's a beetle.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times, if you see them, you can just smush them with your finger. Now, you can see right here is what we call the main brood chamber, because you see where all your bees are at right here. All right, you can go ahead and grab that nuke up there, and we're gonna. Looks like we're probably gonna have enough bees to be able to do a split.
Awesome.
See, they're not too bad aggravated, even though we're not using smoke on them.
Yeah.
I wonder who's rubbing this out if they've got all that honey.
Well, they're still, it don't matter how much honey they got. If they see anything
still gonna
out
rob
anywhere,
it.
oh yeah, they're gonna go get it. All right. So when I pull them out,
okay,
then I put it on this end right there, because a lot of times, especially first frame, you have to use your hook to get them out. And then you can hold it up here. All right. Then you got the sun coming behind your head. All right. So see if you look down in there, you see the larva down in there. It's a couple days old or so.
Yep.
Right in there. Of course, this is cat brood here. Here's just some drone comb right here. Okay. And see, the egg is just laid down. Okay. When it's first laid, it's standing straight up like a little bead of rice.
Huh.
Right. Within a couple of days, they'll put bee food on it and it'll lay down and swell up.
Oh.
You see it, the small ones that are laid down and starting to swell up, that means they're probably within 3 days old, somewhere around in that range.
So they're just right for making new queens.
Well, you want the eggs younger than that.
Younger than that.
Right. You want to be able to see them new standing up.
Okay.
But what this means was we done pulled one frame out, and I know you had a queen 3 days ago. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the key factor.
Yeah.
If this wasn't a first time of the year inspection where you'd go through and look for swarm cells and so forth, if I was just doing, if the bees look good when I look at them, I don't see any kind of deformity, wing syndrome or anything like that, then I could stop right here because I know I got a queen.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit here and mess up their whole house looking for a queen because I know she was here 3 days ago. Okay? Now, I don't see any. I do see maybe some 1 day old in here, okay? But see, this is so she's trying to find somewhere to lay because she's laying on your last frame all the way on the end. So she's wanting to lay, she's looking. So we're gonna hold this one for now and go in a little deeper, pull all those frames out right there.
All right.
And just lay them, lean them up over there somewhere, out of the way. See, see all your brood here? Okay. Now over here, on this corner in here, you can see the young larvae in here. I don't know if you can.
I don't know if it's going to zoom in on it right, but maybe they can see it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see it too.
All right, I'm gonna hold it up over my head and you look down at it at a glance, and you should be able to.
Okay, you're talking about like
right around
that
in
little
here.
shiny. What's that little shiny right there?
This shiny part, that's nectar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this will eventually be capped honey.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Because see, they keep a little capped honey around the edges.
Yeah.
To feed.
To feed off it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's like 1 and 2 day old eggs right here.
Oh.
All right. And then when you want to look at the other side, so you're holding it here.
Yeah,
and then
I'll show him that.
Over on your edge right here, and then hold it up here, and you can look at it down at an angle. Okay.
Okay.
And then if you need to get closer, you can get closer. Get the sun behind your head so you can see. I see young larvae in here as well. Okay.
And that's a drone, isn't it?
Yes. So this one has young eggs on it, so we're going to make that one of our first parts of the split. Okay. Just leave the bees on it and put it in there.
Do you know that they're nurse bees because they're on that frame?
Yeah, a lot of them are going to be, a lot of your worker bees are going to come back to the main box anyways.
Yeah.
But see, it doesn't really matter because you have the nurse bees that's on there, and they're going to and the brood's going to hatch out, and then those bees will stay in their new home. But that's why you feed them, because you don't have to worry about you don't have enough forage bees to go out and get anything. So you want to feed them, then they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I see a little bit of honey.
And see, you got more young stuff over here.
Some cat stuff.
All right. You got a queen cell right there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's open. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Now, they will make what we call little starter cells or whatever.
Where they're
like,
practicing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what that is?
That one, this one is right here. But look down in that and see if you don't see larvae down inside of it. Can you get enough look on it to see?
I can't. I ain't tall enough.
Look
Go
with
ahead,
your eyes
Spanky.
there and see.
See if you can.
I think I see food in there.
Right. Yeah. So
So does
they're
that,
starting a queen cell.
So
right
what
there.
does that
need to go in
mean?
there, or is it too young?
No, they'll finish it off, and
Okay.
that'll be your queen cell.
Oh, awesome.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm glad we went into them.
Yeah.
Because give them a...
Another week
See,
and they'll
yeah,
swarm.
I wouldn't have known that was the swarm or the queen cell, cause it's done. You know, it looks a little bit different, small looking. You know, the ones that was over there that he showed on that video looked a lot larger than that.
Well, they are once they get fully,
Oh,
pulled out.
okay.
and we still might see some larger ones. They'll make more than one.
They'll make how many ever they think they need.
See, see the one on the corner up here?
Oh,
There's another one. Has it got anything in it?
Goodness. Spanky, look in there and see, cause I can't see. I don't have my glasses. That's
They're
my
doing
problem.
something in it.
You see anything in it?
It's dark.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing in that one. Okay. All right, now we got some pollen right here on this side.
Where is that?
The pollen's right here.
Okay.
See it? It's not.
yeah.
It's not shiny.
No,
Okay.
it's not. I see.
And it's good. Some of the times it's going to be different colors, right? All right. So one important thing, you gotta have fresh eggs, right? Which we have.
Yep.
You gotta have some pollen. Okay. See, there's more pollen on this side. See, now this is a good frame to put in for pollen because it's got quite a bit of pollen on each side of the frame. Okay.
Okay.
So this is our pollen frame. Okay.
All right.
So now it goes in. And see, we hadn't even got to the main brood chamber yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So will this keep them from trying to swarm?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
A split is called an artificial swarm.
Okay, good.
So we're basically doing it for them.
Okay, that's awesome because I
We're
don't want them to
controlling it.
swarm.
There's another one.
Man,
Or at least I think it is. Is that another cell right there that they're working on?
No. All these large, and then all these up here at the top are all drawn. And that one they had started to do something there, but then they decided not to. See,
Oh,
the
okay.
larvae had come out of it.
oh, is that what that is, the larva?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see that. Now, are we supposed to be looking for the queen while we're doing this?
Yeah.
Or, okay, yeah.
But here's the thing.
Well, you don't want to put her in your split.
No.
if
You
you've got
can,
queen
and if you
cells.
do, it don't matter because then this
They'll
box will
make
make
a
a new
new
queen.
one.
So it really don't
Okay,
matter.
okay.
But I wouldn't put her. I typically look for her so I know where she's
Yeah.
at, kind of thing. Because if I see her on the frame, I'm gonna put it back in here because
Yeah.
I don't want her to get damaged. I don't want her to fall off
Yeah,
or anything like that.
makes
Because
sense.
if she falls off and can't make it back to the box, then you're in trouble. You know. Then
Mm-hmm.
you've set both of your boxes back. You know. We're looking for one more frame now. Splits go in many different ways. People do, you know, one, 2 frame splits, 3 frame, 4, 5, as many as you want to do. I like to, especially you got plenty of bees here, and we want to give this nuke the best opportunity. So we're putting. I'd like to do. What I want to do is 4 frames, okay, and then we're going to find a frame and that come out of the top that has a lot of honey in it.
Yeah.
And we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to put a high top feeder on it and feed them all at the same time. That way they
Okay.
got honey in the box and feed that they can get to. All right, so you still got young stuff here. You got some that are getting ready to cap. Now see, you know, we're not using any smoke, but they're not
Yeah.
hard to get along with. Now see, this was in your main chamber. All right. Look in this section right here. You'll see some eggs and some really small larvae that just laid down. Might be a day or two. Might be 2 days old.
Yeah, I see them up there.
Yep.
I don't see any standing up.
Right. But you see that like right there. It's just real teeny. It's just a piece of rice that just laid down. You know, got wet and fell over. Okay. Those would be your, you know, roughly your 1 to 2 day old eggs that you really want to put in a split. And then there's a lot on here. That's where they had attached the cone and it broke loose over there. Now, really, you gotta.
Yeah, there's some more.
Yeah, see, they're attaching it together there.
There's another one.
Yeah, that's a big one. Bigger than them other ones.
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
So they were putting honey down there and they crossed it.
Yeah, they just attached it to the other side, yeah. See, there's some more cell
Yep, there's
on
some
the
little
end.
ones.
Yep.
Dang. They was really gonna leave, wasn't they?
Yep.
Well, look at their box.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cross-combed.
I think I'm gonna step over here and see if I can get a better view of what he's doing.
Yep.
It's like a frame.
Now, this is way more drones than you really need. And drones is where your mites are going to be, okay? You're going to have some, these are smaller over here, but see all these bigger ones right here, all that's going to be drone. Right? And it's okay. A lot of people might not like that, but when you got so many drones, if you do that, they'll pull that out. They'll
repair the comb and
they'll pull the larvae out and throw it away.
So you're
and that's a little bit less chance of it.
some of them.
Yeah, that's a little bit less chance of having mites.
Well, see, how many should you do?
Well,
it depends on how many you got in the box.
Yeah, but see, there's a little bit all the way through it.
Yeah, I've seen those other ones.
You've already got a lot of drones already. So I just did a little bit. It's a couple inches here. I mean, nothing real hard. Just they'll clean it up, take out what they need to.
Okay.
There's a hive beetle.
Yeah, I see it. Well, they got a lot of hive beetles, don't they?
Well, no, that ain't nothing. We ain't seen but about 2 or 3. I've opened up boxes that have 30 or 40 of them or better, you know. Man.
Oh my goodness, that one was really. That one was bad.
Oh, is that built up on the wall?
Looking rough.
Yeah, I think it is. Partially. So does that have anything in it?
Looks like it's got honey in it. We're doing honey on all this frame.
So you would get rid of all this and then put foundation strips in?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do we got any up on the back porch?
I don't know if we do, but we'll get some.
I think they are, Spanky. You want to...
We don't have good strips.
Well, it'd probably work though. It's got wax. It's got wax.
Because if you don't clean this up,
they'll keep making it messy.
It'll always be, you'll always be tearing it apart every time you get into it.
I don't want to do that. I want to have a clean hive.
Boy, that looks rough.
Good, girl.
Now, what should we do about that?
Well,
it ain't on foundation.
Right there is
a hive beetle.
Yeah. Now look right here. There's 1 day old eggs. Boom, all in right there. You don't want to do nothing with this because it's full of eggs. You're gonna have to keep it. Look right in there. You can see them.
I'm trying to zoom in.
It looks like a little dot looking at you. Can you get in there on them?
I'm trying. I'm hoping.
Can you see them, Larry?
Not sure. I'm
no,
short.
I can't see them.
All right.
I should have brought my glasses. Because I wanted to see them.
Where are they at?
They're all in this area right in there.
Huh.
You don't see them?
No, it looks empty to me.
Are you serious?
All right. Well, you just have to get used to the...
I've just got bad eyesight.
Yeah,
well, you need that.
Well, you need to look right here where the comb's darker. Can you see it?
Yeah. I mean,
right in that area. There's a bunch of eggs in there also.
Oh. Is that them in there?
Yeah, and there's some
okay, I see
right
them
in here.
this light.
There's
yeah,
little
I see
dots
them right
in
in
there.
there. Yeah.
Those are 1-day-old eggs.
Oh, okay.
So now we know your queen was on this frame today.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, that guy was mad. Is she on this side, maybe?
Yeah, I haven't seen her, and she might even be a young queen, because you don't know if it's the same queen you had last year.
No.
They could have already produced another queen by now. But being that it's got so many eggs in it, you're going to have to keep it for now.
So what kind of...
But eventually, you need to cull those out, okay?
So what kind of honey frame would you put in there? Because I don't think we got any good ones.
Yeah, we're going to have to... I really don't want to, but this one's got the most honey in it and it's the most stable. At least it's from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So stick that over in the side.
Does it matter which side?
It don't matter. And this frame is pretty clean. We're going to put this in there. And it's also got some 1-day eggs on it too, okay? So that'll give them plenty of opportunity
to make a new queen.
Okay?
Unless the queen somehow got in that box, but there's no telling.
I didn't see her.
Yep. All right. Put this one in there. On the side, real easy. Give yourself room, and then we'll spread them back out. All right. Now we're going to put this box back together. All right. All right, but what we're going to do is we're going to put our drawn out frames that we already had. We're going to put them in. We're going to put them in here in our center. Give me a couple of those frames over there.
A couple. These don't look that bad.
Now see what? This is what'll happen. It's already drawn out like that. They're going to clean it up.
And then start using it.
And then she'll start laying eggs in it immediately.
Ooh, there's a spider.
You smush it.
Oh, there's a guy.
See, and this is some old brood right here that from last year, yeah. They'll clean all that out. Thought you'd shot me. Scared me. You got any questions while we're putting this back together?
So, if you've got frames that have been drawn out too far, do you leave them in there if you have to, or?
If they got brood on them, you need the bees. You don't want to do that. But soon as they
See, does that?
they'll clean it up. But see, I had to make that straight because we're going to put one in here. If I left that on there, they just would have reattached it on here again. And then we'd have had the same mess again the next time we come in here.
Yeah, that's what we don't want. Is the mess. Make it harder. How did you judge to know that you had enough bees in there to split them? To make the split?
When my personal way that I decide is when you open them, you can see them right here now. You can see they're bulging, and they're on both sides of that frame. Okay.
Okay.
Now these are new frames. We just put them in there. You see, there's no bees on them. See the bees right here on the frames that we left in there? Look how they're bulging.
Yeah.
But you want, in this size box, you want at least 7, 8 of them to be that kind of covered with bees.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you can take a 5-frame split out of them, or take, you know, we basically took 4 with brood and eggs and bees, and 1 with honey, okay? And then you put all them clean back in there. Now in a couple weeks or less, depending on when you want to come back in it, all right, they'll have this other stuff pulled out, have eggs in it, all kinds of stuff like that. Now, where do you want to put your split at?
Where should we put it?
Yeah, what's your opinion?
This is the only stand you have, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've got the well down there. That's where I set that one box. But this is the only stand.
Well,
I mean, there's probably room right here.
Yeah, we can move it over here beside this other one. Bring it over here in between these.
I need to clean them things up till we get some more of those feeders.
Go up there and get that high top feeder.
Oh, this is so exciting. Another box of bees. Now, will these stay in here all the way like through the winter, or will we be moving them into a bigger box?
Well, you can.
How do you judge that?
You can leave them in here, but you'll have to add another box because they'll fill this up. You can add another box. You can make another split off of it if you want to.
Okay. We just want them to make it through the winter.
Yeah, well, when it gets close to wintertime, then you reduce the space.
Oh, okay.
Right, depending on how many bees you have. Okay, but
yeah.
I wintered them in 3 of these high. 3 boxes high. Right. Now, when you put your feeder on there, boom, there you go.
Okay.
Pour your sugar water in here.
Okay.
You know, right there's the top line. You see it? Right there?
Yeah.
Don't pour it past that. Just pour pour a quart in there at a time or something just to see how they do.
Yeah.
All right. And then you got your lid and you're done. That's it.
That's awesome.
And then always
I'm excited.
At least put a brick on there just to help with the wind or
here's
anything.
another one because it's been blowing pretty bad lately.
Yeah. So there's that. We don't...
do they need that or?
No, none of them need it right now. You can do 2 things.
Okay.
You can take that and save it and use it for another split. Maybe cut the sides down a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you can take it in the house and squeeze it out and have you some honey.
What do you want to do?
I guess we'll squeeze it out and have more honey.
Okay.
You can always feed it back to them.
Well, I'm gonna mix them up some sugar water, and these.
You need to. We need to reduce the hole in the front of that nuke box. So you got something that I was gonna put this on there, but that'll work.
Okay. Awesome.
But you got like a.
Not on this one.
You got a half of a brick.
A half of a brick.
Or just a piece of one that I can
Think
sit there on the front of it.
You see one?
Here, let me have it.
You could break it.
Yeah, we have a few frames like this, but most of them are bent.
We got a container of our full of rocks. If that'd work better.
Well, you could use that. You could use that brick to reduce the space till you can find something.
Okay.
Yeah, keep that. We'll use it for the next split.
Okay.
A lot of our frames have that, but it's all bent and warped.
Yeah, we'll try to straighten it out because it got hot or something.
Yeah.
But that frame's fine right there. You can reuse that.
Yeah, we've got more of those on the porch, actually.
Right. Do you have something you want to put these frames in to cut them in the house? A couple, some kind of
I usually just take them in there and put them in
We'll
my
bring
pot.
it in my box up there and get my bee brush. You'll see it sitting on the top of it.
Yeah, I'll let him hold this camera when he gets back, and I'll go get I got a pot, a big pot. I usually stick it down in.
Okay. But this is some good looking honey right here.
Yeah. Oh, I love honey.
And it's light colored too.
Well, see, I hope to do some more heated honey. We did with peppers.
It's in this box sitting on the
orange one.
Right here, the orange box right there, lift it up. There should be a brush on top. Well, I don't know if I introduced myself, but this is Major Wright with Major Honey in Happy Valley, North Carolina. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Do you have a website or anything?
I've got an email address. It's honey@computerstuff.us.
Okay.
Feel free to shoot me an email.
Yep. And I can put a link. I can try to put that in. I should be able to put that in the description box too. And that would be awesome.
And we'll try to do some more stuff in the future.
Yep.
Let us know what you need. If you want something for us to do, just send us a message and we'll do something for you.
And if you can't get him, just leave me a comment and I'll get a hold of him.
Hold that, and she's gonna run and get.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get.
Oh, but we can. Yeah, but we can go ahead and cut it. We can go ahead and cut it short right here if you want to. We'll finish it up. Because all we're gonna do is they had some honey left over in their super. All right, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna brush the bees off of it and take it in the house and enjoy the honey. And we're gonna put the lid back on this box and call it a day.
Okay, thanks for watching.